Hello. Uh, so, Homestuck. Who cares about Homestuck? Homestuck is cancelled. From now on, this is a freaking Problem Sleuth only channel. Heck you. You can't change my mind. Problem Sleuth. Press start. Okay, but first, I'm gonna need some music. Okay, fine. Puzzle game music. Aha. Ooh, portal. Let's just randomize. Close you. Problems. Oh. Okay, you know what? Fuck you. We're Problem Sleuth music albums. Weird puzzle tunes in this thing. Start with weird puzzle tunes. Look at this. Freaking compensation adequate. Problem Sleuth. You are one of the top problem sleuths in the city. Solicitations for your service are numerous in quantity. Compensation adequate. It is a balmy summer evening. You are feeling particularly hard-boiled tonight. What will you do? Quickly retrieve arms from safe. You already got arms, numbnuts. Retrieve your gun. There are dames to be rescued. You are quite positive there has never been a gun in your office. And never will be. Frankly, the notion strikes you as reckless and foolhardy. Alright, everything's set up properly. Break through glass with fist to unlock door. You don't know why you are assuming the door will be locked. You don't usually keep the door to your office locked. Nonetheless, a guy this hard-boiled doesn't go messing around with totally unmanly things like knobs. You send your meaty fist glassward. It seems there was never a glass element to the door. It was just a piece of paper taped to it. Take the piece of paper. The piece of paper was added to your inventory. Manhandle the doorknob. There are dames to be rescued. The door is locked. Funny, you don't remember locking it. Call the royal locksmith. The most plainly obvious course of action is to call a locksmith. You examine the phone. While it appears to be hooked up to an active phone line, the rotary dial and receiver cord are both missing. You won't be talking to anyone on this phone. Check pockets and desk drawers for phone parts. Unfortunately, your desk has no drawers since it is a board resting on some cinder blocks with fox wood panel siding. Oh boy. Your world is fake. You're dead. You're basically dead. Your pocket, however, yields bountiful returns. You found some candy corn. Get key. You pick up the gun. The grip is cold against your palm. This is your only friend in the world right now. It's gonna be a long night. Next. Store candy corn in safe. Thinking the previous cargo may not be secure in your pocket, you explore alternatives. But you don't know the combination to the safe. You figure it's probably hidden somewhere in your office. Check the other side of the paper. You have decided to examine piece of paper. Eureka! You've discovered a sequence of numerals. Up. Time to let my cat in the room. What do you want? Why do you want to come in here, Oreo? Come on. There you go. Come on. Works for me. Open safe. You will use sequence of numerals on the safe. Next. The safe doesn't seem to work. It appears to be a replica of a safe's facade, concealing something beneath it on the wall. Next. There is a painting of a clown under the safe cover. Look under the fake wood paneling of the desk. There is a flask of whiskey under the desk. Get you flask. You pick up the flask of whiskey. Drink the whiskey and remember the good old days. Oh gee. How do you expect to drink the flask of whiskey when it is not in your jacket pocket? Bzzz. Ah gee. Exchange gun for whiskey. Then drink. You swap the key for the flask of whiskey and yield it accordingly. Ow! You topple backwards onto your desk. Use the key on the door and open it. You re-equip your gun so you can blow a hole in the lock to open the door. It looks like your gun only has 1 bullet left. Are you sure you want to use it in this way? You might need it in case you have to off yourself later. Oh god. Check what is taped to the bottom of the phone. Oh. That was the worst sound effect I could have ever done. I hate myself for that. As you stoop to look at the bottom of the phone, your finger slips and you blow the lock off the door. Never mind what's under the phone. Bust our us, a good way to get ahead. It's a business card for Bust Our Us. Probably a brothel, considering the lame double entendre slogan and the phone number, which, if turned upside down, spells boobies. Take card. You put the Bust Our Us card in your inventory. You also put the phone upright and put back on its hook to make sure you don't miss any important calls from would-be clients. After chapter 1, I am not gonna freaking remember as much as I do, because I did read chapter 1 recently with someone, but we didn't read past it. So heck. And I don't even really remember chapter 1 all too well, but this, it's not what you think it is. Walk out of the room through the now unlocked door. The door will not open. It appears that it was never locked in the first place. Something must be obstructing its path. Look through the newly made hole in the door. Oh. Oh no. Oh god. No wonder the door won't open. Blocking it is an enormous and magnificent bust of Ben Stiller in his role as Starsky in the 2004 Retromania comedy remake of Starsky and Hutch. Lying on the floor appears to be an unfortunate bystander, an employee of Bust Our Us. He was polishing the bust right in front of your door for some reason. Ah, gee. Take the bust sunglasses. You can't reach them! In any case, they are probably just a part of the statue and not actual sunglasses. You spend the next half hour trying to reach them. Take a closer look at the mysterious clown picture. The painting is exquisite. There's something funny about his eyes, though. Light seems to be shining through from the other side. Look through eyes of the clown. It's too bright in this room to see anything in there. You do think you hear a voice, though. You can't tell what it's saying. Is that how it really works? Seriously? Throw a cinder block at the door. Clunk! You're just so angry about not being able to reach those sunglasses, you're about to lose it. You first consolidate all the scrap wood into a neat pile, then hoist the block towards the door. Next. Sounds like something was knocked loose on the other side. Oh gee. Peer out the window to see what floor you're on. You face east in the room to look out the window. Bright daylight floods the room from the glass. You've always been a stickler for natural light. This is the only source of light in the room. What makes this particularly strange is the fact that it is 10 o'clock in the evening. Take a look outside. It's the view from your third floor office. You gaze abstractedly at the commotion below. Same scene, same faces every day. It's like it hardly ever changes. Not that you can afford to pay much attention to scenery with your mind wrapped around the latest problem of Sleuth, and your lips around your flask. Ask the movers with a moving van to remove Starsky's statue. You shout towards the moving truck, hoping someone might be willing to bust your problem, so to speak. You do your best pantomime of Ben Stiller as a Starsky statue, but it doesn't seem like anyone can see or hear you. Is he crying? Throw cinder block at window, thereby discovering it is fake. You think you have a pretty good idea about how your office works by now. Acting upon this hunch, you throw another cinder block glassward. Look. It's real. Pick up shards of glass and put it in your inventory. No clue is too trivial for the keen problem of Sleuth. Your motto is, let no inventory go uncluttered. What's that? You catch a glimpse of the reflection in the glass. It's the wall behind you. Turn around! Now facing south, you pause to marvel at the beauty of your office wall mural celebrating ethnic diversity. You had it commissioned some time ago by a promising young artist. Best 11,000 you ever spent. Read the note under the coffee. Madam Mural, bring wall your fantasies to life. 1/900 strip first, oh god. It appears to be another business card. At a glance, one might think it was a calling card for a lady of the night named Muriel with a typo in her name, given the poor spelling exhibited elsewhere, but on closer inspection, it is more likely a misspelling for mural, giving a smudged out pun about walls. The suggestion in the phone number is probably regarding the old code of paint rather than anyone's clothes. It's an easy enough mistake to make, though. You feel sorry for anyone who at any point in the past may have called one wall under the wrong impression. Oh gee. Using the chair, cinder blocks, and paneling, make a fort. Oh god. You stash the Madame Mural card in your inventory and set about making a really cool fort in your office. It is complete with a front step and a chimney. You are really proud of your craftsmanship. Use your imagination to play make-believe. Inside your fort, you are only bound by the walls of your imagination and several small pieces of particle board. Fantasize. This is what being a hard-boiled detective is all about. It's about being a strong, silent type, oozing with confidence, charisma, and other fine qualities such as not being trapped in your own office. It's about having the working phone, a real desk, not one but 2 steak dinners, and some hysterical broad online yakking about some fellow she's got troubles with. It's always the same thing with dames. You comfort yourself in a sublime fantasy by now, and then saying things into the phone, such as, "Now calm down a second, Toots," and "Hey, take it easy, sweetheart, I can barely understand a word you're saying." Ring, ring. Your call is really interrupted by a ringing noise. It can't be the phone because you're already on it. Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Something is ringing in your office. Check it out. Ring, ring. Answer the phone in a very hard-boiled way. You pick up the phone and mutter some impatient greetings into the useless receiver. There's no response. Looks like you just lost another client to technical difficulties. Throw the devil phone out the window. Throw! Gee. You are fed up with your shitty phone. It screwed you out of a case for the last time. Go look. You're probably going to need to get that back somehow. Crack open window. Even though the window is broken, you decide to open it. You slide the lower pane upwards, but the whole window frame seems to slip from its anchored position. Next. The window comes off the wall altogether. On closer inspection, it seems to be a false window with a picture inside it. The picture is lit from within, sort of like a sophisticated light box. Put window down. The window/light box is plugged into the wall behind it. The false window was concealing a large safe. Wait. Okay, actually, okay. Place false window in inventory. The false window is way too big to carry around, stupid. But you did find a curtain rod just under the top edge. Never did get around to putting up drapes. Then again, it never did make much sense to cover up the only source of light in your office. You put the curtain rod in your inventory. Use numbers from sheet of paper to open the safe. Heck. You examine the heavy-duty safe. You must be keeping some serious loot in here. Enter the combination. You enter the sequence of numerals from a piece of paper. The combination works. However, instead of opening the safe, the dial has simply popped open to reveal a keyhole. Looks like it requires a key that looks more like a house key or a car key rather than one of those old-fashioned looking keys which tend to be littered all over video games and which you are quite sure you have never once seen lying around in your office. You don't need this piece of paper anyway. Crumple it up and throw it away. You disregard the piece of paper. Shoot safe. Your key is out of bullets! Get cinder block and phone receiver out false window. It's a long way down. You'll have to think of a way to reel them in if you want them back. Unplug the window to conserve electricity. You unplug the false window, which is probably burning through electricity with its powerful fluorescent bulbs and strange spatial warping properties. You're not made of money. The room goes dark. Look through the eyes of the clown. With the room darkened, you should now be able to see through the painting. Next. Gadzooks, it's another urban mural. This one is particularly unpleasant. You have a feeling it might have been placed there just to annoy you. You hear a voice from the other side. It's hard to tell what it's saying, but you think you can make out the word toots and sweetheart now and then. It's hard to tell how far away the mural is. The clown's eyes are so close together you can only see through one at a time, limiting your depth perception. You wonder what kind of freak this painting was made for. If only you had some sort of thin, extendable implement to poke through the hole to tell how far away it is. Push the curtain rod through one of the clown's eyes holes. Oh. You feel the curtain rod bump into something not too far into the wall. Get a look at the unobstructed view. It is an adjacent office. The man at the desk is talking to a client about some sort of problem which requires sleuthing. Next. It is your loathsome arch nemesis, Ace Dick. He is always scooping you on the best cases. That portly son of a bitch makes your blood boil. Shout insults at Ace Stick through the clown painting. You shout, but he cannot hear you. The walls may be too thick, or he is just engrossed in his conversation. Sounds like he is arguing over a misunderstanding about the nature of the services provided by Buster R Us, and an alarmingly large bill for those services. In the darkness, you stub your toe on the false safe cover. You utter more profanity. Yes. Oh, wait, what? That's weird. Guess they are part of the same domain name. Plug the damn window back in. Inflated electric bills or not, you are getting sick of stubbing your toe on things. Drop kick the door! The door bears the brunt of the bottled up shitstorm brewing within. Examine aftermath of... Oh, I just realized there's little freaking... there's little panels of them doing it. The crude drawing style is freaking cute. Examine aftermath of shitstorm. The key, which you can't actually see and don't actually know is there, jingled a bit. You'll have to throw something heavier against the door if you want to knock it loose. Throw cinder block at door. You take the cinder block, which was formerly your fort's front step. You decide you could stand apart with it since you've been stubbing your toe on it constantly since you built it. Clunk! The key still won't jingle loose. It looks like you need to throw an even heavier object at the safe. Check out what's on the false safe. Oh gee. F you, Ace. More like Ace retard, dumb. Since Ace seems so intent on being able to see into your office, looks like you put up something for him to look at. Take the note. You stash the note to Ace Stick. Investigate coffee machine looking object in the corner. Oh gee, what the heck? It appears to be some kind of heating unit to keep the coffee hot. It looks heavy. You pick it up. It is quite heavy and hot. You contemplate throwing it out the door, but something occurs to you first. You don't want to knock the keys on the floor and not be able to reach them. Re the sunglasses fiasco. You better be prepared to catch them in something after you throw it. Use hat as a key net, then throw coffee maker. You resolve to catch the key with your hat. You let the ponderous appliance fly. Catch the key. Heck. With quick reflexes, you shove your hat through the hole in time to rescue the key. Pull hat back in. Aw, he's freaking happy. Pat. I shall pat you with my computer mouse. Okay, that's enough. You got the safe key, and you can't think of a safer place for it than where it is now. Playback message on the reel-to-reel. So, oh god. Oh no. So, should I strip first? Yes, you will want to strip thoroughly before I provide my service. Okay, I'm stripping now. You keep the hidden recording device in your office to record anything said that might be incriminating. Unfortunately, the only incriminating statements it recorded were likely made by yourself. Swap the safe key with a candy corn. Your prized confections will be safer here. The recording tape begins to unspool while you're preoccupied. Oh god. Pees through the clown eyes into Ace Stick's office. You remember you're pissed off at Ace Stick. You forgot you were mad at him. And in addition to which, you haven't been able to pee once in the 13.5 hours you've been locked in your office. You decide to exact revenge by unleashing a torrent of urine through one of the painting holes, preferably while he is spying on you. Unfortunately, your aim isn't that good, and you don't come even close to getting pee through the holes. The painting is now a smelly mess. Use the key on the safe. Oh, gee. You unlock the safe with the safe key. The safe opens to reveal a hidden room. You don't need the safe key anymore, so you disregard it. Wrap yourself in recording tape like a mummy. Wow, what a fucking waste of time! Barge into room with wild abandon. Chapter 2. Maybe now is a good time to save your game? Click the link below. No. No, I won't. What if I... Oh, heck. It has a freaking... Okay, I should probably bookmark that. Alright. Heck. Alright. You enter your secret chamber. Heck, I'll be right back. Heck. Alright, You enter your secret chamber. It was a dark alcove. You use to store a few modest valuables and duck into whenever you're on a case, and things start to get too hot to handle, which is never. Oh heck, wait. What? 30. Hold on. This just reminded me of something. Aha! Plus let you attack stuff whenever things get too hot to handle, which is never. Aha! Reference. Homestuck reference problem sleuth. Wow, what a surprise. No, it's not. Check out the paper on the floor. Oh, it appears to be a note delivered to you from a stick. It smells a little like pee. Oh god. You hate him so much. You stash the unpleasant note in your inventory. Play a haunting tuba refrain. You can't do it. That tuba is filthy. Check out the paper on the wall. Second-hand pornography. Handling your dirty instruments since 1920. Rusty trombones, filthy tubas, funky trumpets, and more. 1-800-SAX-SAX-SAX. It's another business card for an intriguing trade. Some of these services sound really exotic. Shouldn't this have more, like, numbers? Like, one more? I don't know. Put card in your inventory. Heck. Get in dummy elevator. You climb into the elevator, sometimes called a dumbwaiter. It's pitch black inside. There's only one direction to go. Go down. The dumbwaiter goes down a little bit, then stops. This is as far as it goes. The interior is somewhat illuminated from the light coming into a slit on the wall you're facing. It looks like you can slip objects through it, as long as they are narrow enough. Peek through the slit. It's hard to see anything through it, but you hear a voice again. Listen. It's Ace Dick Soffits again. He is still on the phone and sounds really surly. He seems quite upset about a mix-up involving large stone butts instead of some other service he believed he was getting. Next. Cutscene. Seems to be wondering if he has the right business card. Ah, gee. Oh no. I see what's happening here. I see. I can find the thing. Ah, gee. Aha. Let me just... Alright. They're freaking... It's a big mix-up. Ha! You hecking heck. Feed your Bus Star Us card through slots. You deposit into the slot the Bus Star Us card. But pee on the card beforehand, oh god. A little too late. You realize you should have peed on the card to stick it to Ace. You decide to pee on it anyway. Blech. Cutscene. Ace Dick picks up the card and puts it in his inventory. He considers the card carefully. Next. He calls a number, hoping this one will bring satisfaction. After a little while, some whores show up. Oh gee. End cutscene. It looks like Ace got the better of you once again. Take swig from flask of whiskey. Feelings of dejection overwhelm you. You are tired of being shown up by your rival. He gets everything. All the good cases, the woman, the ability to open his office door. The waiter, he even enjoys the lion's share of the candy corn. You down a stiff belt from your flask of whiskey. You experience a boost in your imagination. Clean horns. Suddenly, you are entirely dissatisfied with the condition of these horns. It is an absolute disgrace. You won't stand for it. You set about polishing the instruments, but it seems your imagination is too high to conduct normal day-to-day activities. You topple some of the horns. The clarinet breaks. If only there were a place that could serve as a proper outlet for such a high degree of imagination until the condition passed. Back to the old fort. In your heightened state of imagination, you fall down the stairs. You better get to the safety of your fort fast. You're no good to anyone out here. Hurry! You feel safe and sound in the cozy confines of your wobbly particle board walls. Drift into the realm of make-believe. Oh gee. You stand in your imaginary office. With the mind, anything is possible. Your imaginary phone is ringing. Answer the imaginary phone. You answer the phone in the best depressant-era, fast-talking way possible. On the other line is a hysterical dame. You tell her to calm down and give you the skinny on what all the hubbub is about. Her answers are vague and one-dimensional. The case is quickly going nowhere. It turns out your imagination sucks. Eat steak dinners with hands. The steak dinners have been sitting around for a while. They are both spoiled. Gorge yourself on imaginary candy corn. They don't taste as good as real candy corn. Nevertheless, it gives your poker tooth a small boost. Try to take imaginary gun back into the real world. You pick up the gun. You'd like to bring it back with you, but you cannot fathom how that is possible. Stride confidently through office door. You exit your office into the hallway. Go harass Ace Stick. You burst through Ace Stick's imaginary door, rolling up your non-existent sleeves. But he is nowhere to be found. His imaginary room is empty, most likely because Ace is currently not using his imagination. Leave room. You exit, but not before you leave an imaginary present on the floor. Oh god. You're now facing south in the hallway. Enter the PI room. You hear noises behind the door. It sounds like swing music and riotous times being had. Whoever is in this office probably has a terrific imagination, but the door is locked. Follow the exit sign. You feel your imagination beginning to fade, so you hurry downstairs to the imaginary streets. You find your motley collection of items which you earlier threw out in the window in a fit of rage, stupidity, or both. Look up at your office window. You see a familiar face through the window. A friendly face. Oh god, no. Next. Your imagination wears off. Next. You experience the lingering effects of your imagination. The stat remains at the same level, but no longer affords you its advantages. However, you remain just as useless in the real world. You are going to need to figure out a way to sober up fast. Chug coffee with no regard for temperature. You drink the coffee, which is lukewarm. It is foul, bitter, and ridiculously strong. You can only drink a little of it. Your imagination is reduced while your vim enjoys a healthy boost. You feel terrific now, fit as a fiddle and bristling with coordination. 2 pieces of candy corn fall onto the floor. Get candy corn. You put the candy corn into your hat. The phone is ringing again. Go check it out. Your phone is now missing 3 components, making it that much more difficult to answer this call from an undoubtedly hysterical dame. If only you could think of a way to reel in objects from the weird window/mindspace universe. Flip window upside down and shake to retrieve phone. Try to shake your belongings from the blasted portal. Next. It appears to run on Etch-a-Sketch technology. Oh my god. Make lasso out of tape and pull phone back in. Use the magnetic tape to form a lasso. Maybe you can reel in your belongings this way. However, you think the tape lasso is way too tight and slim to throw out the window with any significant distance or accuracy. You'll need something to weigh it down. Cut to the chase and use cinder block. Ooh, what's... heck? You tie the tape to a cinder block, using it as an anchor. Throw out window. He looks freaking so happy doing that. Oh! Examine the mural for hidden clues. Oh gee. Looks like there are 2 holes in the mural. They're spaced far apart, just wide enough for someone with sensible human anatomy to look through with both eyes. Look through them. You unplug the window again and have a gander. Freaking creepy. Problem Sleuth is impolite. Very rude. It's an unpleasant note. You can tell using your depth perception that a note is very close, only a few inches from your face. Pokes curtain rod at note. A painting of an elf jostles on the other side. Oh. Oh my god. It falls to reveal a safe. The safe pops open, revealing a painting of an elf. Look through elf holes. It is the office of yet another one of your competitors, Pickle Inspector. He looks dazed, as if he's been trapped in his office for some time. There are strange glass containers in the corner. You wonder if there might be a business card worded professionally, of course, for a glass blower somewhere in his office. Perhaps taped to something like a cinder block or the back of an elf painting. His office is dark for some reason. Next. You suddenly hear noises coming from Ace Dick's office. You figure as long as your office is dark, you might as well check on him through the clown holes. Take a look. Is my... Okay, mic is... It's fine. Oh no. The horse tied Ace Dick up in a chair and stole his phone. The Huggy Bear bust is cracked open, and the treasure which was undoubtedly stashed inside has been stolen too. It was probably tortured for the information. Rejoice! You celebrate by mustering one of the silliest dances you've attempted in hours. Next. Ace Dick hears your shenanigans from the other side. You seem to be pleading for a way to cut the rope. Try to get the hutch bust's attention. You can't imagine how you can get a statue's attention. You begin to convey the hutch bust and whatever secrets it guards. Climb down the tape to retrieve your things. The reel is way too weak to hold your weight. It will probably only be able to support and reel in lighter objects. Activate the reel to reel. The reel begins to turn, pulling the tape taut. The cinder block below does not budge. If the tape is retied to a lighter object, it will likely be pulled in through the window automatically. Give Ace piece of glass to cut rope. You go into the back room and down the elevator. Slip glass through slot. Ace receives a shard of glass. He uses it to cut himself free. Next. Oh, little picture of him doing that there. You are now Ace Dick. You begin to question this feud you've been embroiled in with your neighbor for so long. After all, he did just give you the number for some honest-to-God horrors, even if they did ultimately rob you. He also just helped you escape. Maybe it's time to bury the hatchet and help him out of his office. You feel you should get some... Oh, this is... You are now Ace Dick. You begin to question this feud you've been embroiled in with your neighbor for so long. After all, he did just give you the number for some honest-to-God horrors, even if they did ultimately rob you. He also just helped you escape. Maybe it's time to bury the hatchet and help him out of his office. You feel you should get some supplies for your safe first, though. If only you could remember the combination. Check behind paper stuck to door for combo. You can't pull it off, it's stuck fast. Maybe a heavy object will knock it loose. Throw hutch bust at it. Using your extraordinary strength due to your unusually high vim characteristic, you lift the bust easily. Throw. You said the Owen Wilson paper word. Next. Oh, the bust crashed. The bust crashed through the window, knocking out an employee of Madame Mural. He was wielding a portable scaffold in place to prepare for some more mural work. He looks like he's in bad shape now. The hutch head cracked open, exposing riches. Looks like one of the horrors may have taken Starsky's sunglasses. Oh my god! Oh my god! Fear. Next. The scaffold continues rolling, coming to a stop in front of your door, jamming it shut. Next. You're now trapped in your office too. You and Problem Sleuth will have to work together if you want to escape. Proceed commands for Ace Dick with AD and for Problem Sleuth with PS. Ace Dick, reach through window and move scaffolding out of the way. The scaffolding is jammed in place. It seems the brake for the wheels was triggered after it came to a stop. Can't push it away either. The top just bumps up against the ceiling. There's no scaffolding out of the window. There's no climbing out of the window with your portly frame because of the scaffolding there. Unless someone comes to help you, or you find a blowtorch to melt through the bars, you're probably not getting out of this office anytime soon. Nice try though. Oh my god. Woo, existence. Okay, forget it then. A stick, pick up Tommy gun. I beg your pardon? Get the phone pieces sitting around. You put the phone parts in your inventory. A stick, slip problem through his phone parts. You slip the phone parts through the slot to an awaiting problem sleuth. Next. But he is not waiting for them in the dumbwaiter. The phone parts fall around and fall somewhere into the dark shaft below. Nice work, bonehead McFuckup. A stick, look inside Huggy Bear statue for riches. There is a hammer and a broken Snoop Dogg bust. You place the hammer in your inventory. Next. Gee. Problem sleuth. Climb halfway out window, then unplug window. The window loses its extra-dimensional portal properties and severs you midway through. You are dead. Go back. No, wait, don't do that. You aren't sure what you were thinking. Problem sleuth? Check behind clown poster. Behind the poster is another clown drawn directly on the metal. Under the paper is a long game code. This is probably a code you can use to return to a particular state in this game. You put it in your inventory. A stick, pounce on keys before they disappear. You pick up the ring of keys. Okay, cool. Armed with your Tommy gun, you are one hard-boiled lug. Nobody can mess with this tough guy, see? Gee. Problem sleuth, go into dumbwaiter so you can receive an item. You go down into the dumbwaiter. A stick tries to give you an item, but the hammer is too big to fit into the slot. A stick gives you all his business cards instead. In return, you give him your collection of unpleasant notes. Wait. Was that face always there? I know there's like an adventure map that's actually pretty cool. Look at this. Really cool. But, what? Okay, when did that get removed? Gee. A stick, examine notes. Oh, gee. Welp. Boosh. You recognize both of these notes. You wrote and delivered them to your neighbor to get his guilt. One of them has something on the back. He wrote a rebuttal on the other side and taped it to the back of his fake safe for your viewing pleasure. Luckily, the combination to your safe is on this paper. You carelessly composed your note on this document without noticing. A stick, use it to open safe. You enter the combination. The smaller compartment opens up to reveal 3 old-fashioned keyholes. A stick, go look through pig painting to see what problem Sleuth is up to. You have to unplug your large panoramic window from its portable generator first. Unplug window. This is harder to do than I thought it would be, gee. Look through holes. Oh my god. This is adorable. Ah! You topple backwards onto your particle board desk. It was supported by a couple of smaller busts, including one of your favorites, Snoop Dogg from Soul Plane. Gee. A stick, throw Snoop Dogg through big window portal. First, you organize all the particle board into a neat pile to reduce clutter. You ready the snoop for throwing. Throw. The bus just crumbles against the rigid surface of the unplugged window. There's just no breaking the plane unless it's plugged in. Amidst the rubble is a couple pieces of candy corn and a small key. A stick. Examine the cruette next to the Snoop Dogg bust. First, you plug the window back in so you stop stubbing your toe on things. Stubbing your toe is known to be brutal on your pulchritude stats. Oh. You pick up the cruette of brandy. A stick. Examine rope. You pick up the rope. Heck, a stick. Use Tommy gun on safe keyholes. Brecka. You use your ring of keys to unlock the keyholes on the safe. Next, the ring of keys blows a hole in the safe. The safe is open. A stick. Throw hammer through window. Now that the window is plugged in, you may effectively vent your rage with a heavy object. The hammer shatters the glass and falls to the street far below your penthouse often suite. Space between the word and the period. Next. Oh, the corpse is still there, and then, oh god. A stick. Get candy corn in preparation of your own vampire act. You pick up candy corn and a small key. Problem, Sleuth? Look through clown picture at Ace. A stick. Candy corn vampire. A stick ate the candy corn. He is an unimaginative lout and an all-around wet blanket. Oh gee, next. Ace enjoys a small boost in his pulchritude from the candy. His modest pulchritude gauge is now maxed out. He inadvertently swallowed a small key along with the candy corn. It is now safely stored in his stomach. A stick. Build fort. You figure it's time to do something constructive for a change. Your stout bunker of particle board is a smashing success. The Zoolander chimney is the jewel in its crown. A stick. See what you have stashed in the safe. You can't reach the opening. You would stand on a chair, but you don't think it's quite high enough. Besides, it is now built into your fort, and there's obviously no going back. Just throw fort out window? That's the stupidest idea you've ever had. A stick. Use bus stand as a step to access the safe. By stacking 2 bus stands, you can easily reach the safe opening. Go in. Oh gee. It's your secret hideaway. A great place for ducking into when being persecuted by unscrumptious horrors. Acrid fumes from the room fill your nostrils. Go up dumbwaiter. The dumbwaiter goes up, revealing the phone parts which had fallen down the shaft earlier. While you're at it, you compose another unpleasant note on the back of one of the others and slip it through the slot. Problem, Sleuth? Get phone parts and hook them up to your phone. Your phone is now 2/3 complete. It is ringing again. You're going to need that receiver. A stick. Exit dumbwaiter. Oh gee. I am not doing good commentary for this. Open door lock with Tommy gun. You throw your ring of keys at the lock. They jingle uselessly against the door. Not sure what was expected to happen. You sure can be dumb sometimes. The ring of keys ammo is down to 90%. Pick up keys. You pick up your Tommy gun. A stick. Use rope to escape office through window. You won't need to use the rope to escape through the window. There's a fire escape stairway. Climb onto the generator, out the window, and onto the stairs. The generator is chugging away. It is fueled by potent grain alcohol. Its fuel gauge is at 80%. I don't think that's how it works. At all. Go downstairs. The stairs end at the roof of an adjacent building. There is a pulley on the other side. There's a small skylight window on the center of the roof. Look in window. It's Pickle Inspector, the poor sap trapped in his office by that petty bastard Problem Sleuth. He is currently in his fort. There's no light in his office. His skylight window must not be powered. Next. You suddenly feel weird about standing on the other side of an unpowered window. You feel as though there will probably be metaphysical consequences. Next. A frightening beast appears! Problem Sleuth. Alert Pickle Inspector to turn on his window. You have a feeling your portly ally is in trouble somehow. You pound against the wall, but the inspector is in his fort, off in his own world. Problem Sleuth. Drink whiskey and go into fort. You decide to take the matter up with him directly. You take a healthy swig of your flask of whiskey to boost your imagination and duck into the old fort. A stick. Address this beast situation. A stick. Appease the beast by doing the truffle shuffle. Oh god! In a stirring homage to the tubby boy Chuck in the Goonies, you lift your shirt and produce the most blubber drawstick jig you can muster. You are quickly slain by the hungry beast. No, wait, never mind. You really like the Goonies, and you think the beast probably does too, but you think a little restraint is called for in this situation. A stick. Use your keys to kill the beast. You squeeze the trigger of your Tommy gun and fill the creature with lead. The beast is unfazed. You're down to only 5% ammo, and you doubt the remainder of your bullets will finish off the encroaching monster. A stick. Get the fuck out of here! You run up the stairs into the safety of your own window. A stick. Vomit up key. Oh god, what? Oh gee. Can't just vomit things on command, that's ridiculous. On the other hand, when there's liquor in your system, that's a different story. A stick. Take a healthy swig of whiskey to restore some vim. Well, okay, it's not whiskey, but you decide to open in your cruet of bandy and throw us back a stiff belt. The alcohol has no effect on your vim characteristic, but it quickly maxes out your crude little imagination gauge. The room starts spinning. You'll need to duck into a safe place and expend imagination fast. A stick. Go in the fort. That looks like a dog there on the side. It's just broken bust, but still. I want to pet it. Next. You are standing in your imaginary office. You can hardly believe how shitty your imagination is. A stick. Pick up poorly drawn gun. You pick up the shitty gun. You'd be shocked if it worked at all. A stick. Head over to PI's place for imaginary mixer. Problem Sleuth is already there, trying to get into the locked office. A stick. Knock furiously on the door. You shatter the glass with your beefy fist. Look inside. It is Pickle Inspector's imaginary office. He sure knows how to live it up. Next. He uses his potent imaginative powers to replace the broken door with one of solid steel. Problem Sleuth is gone. He probably went downstairs. Follow him. Find Problem Sleuth on his street. He is rounding up items scattered on the street and tying them to the magnetic tape. Looks like he brought down a large bag of candy corn from his office. He may have considered tying it to the tape, but it's too heavy to be hauled up through the window. It probably will need to be hauled up by something stronger, like a rope. Perhaps one slung around like a pulley. Problem Sleuth. Send tape up with the hammer and phone parts. Heck. You let go of the tape. It is reeled in through the window with the items. Unfortunately, the hammer catches on the window's power cord and unplugs it. Next. Oh no. Next. A terrifying beast appears. You are both armed with imaginary weapons and ready for melee. Problem Sleuth, get the dog-walking gentleman to help you out. The gentleman appears to be a brainless non-entity. A stick. Use half-dead body as bait for that monster. Battle technique. Torso flail. Oh. The beast gobbles the torso. It is temporarily placated by the red meat. A stick and Problem Sleuth. Fire at will! Your imaginary guns seem to be no more effective than pea shooters. A stick's bullets barely manage to clear the barrel. The beast suffers minimal damage. A stick! Get closer to the beast and fire. Oh. You stand on the cinder blocks and take aim. Your piece of shit gun jams and explodes. The beast takes significant damage. A stick loses an imaginary life. Ah, gee. A stick has returned to the physical plane. You're feeling nauseous from the earlier boost to your imagination. You puke. Check on imaginary battle. Problem Sleuth has been slain by the beast. Next. You wake up from your imaginary boss battle with a very real hangover. You quickly drink some coffee to restore your vim. Problem Sleuth, plug window back in. Examine loot tied to tape. The recording device reeled in the phone receiver and the hammer. Problem Sleuth, put your phone back together. Finally, you can field some phone calls from flustered broads. You put the hammer in your inventory. Problem Sleuth, call PI with newly assembled phone. You don't know Pickle Inspector's number or if he even has a phone. Besides, your rotary dial appears to have strange symbols on it rather than numbers. You vaguely recall seeing somewhere the sequence of symbols star, heart, horseshoe. However, you can't quite remember the symbol star, heart, horseshoe. You will need the piece of paper with star, heart, horseshoe written on it if you wish to remember the sequence star, heart, horseshoe. A stick? Search through your vomit to find your key. Oh god. Heck. You pick up the small key. A stick. Check if the key works on the lock in the safe room. You will unlock the lock and open the door. Powerful fumes waft into your nostrils. Problem Sleuth. Use hammer to pry boards off door in safe room. You pry at the boards with a hammer, but before you can pry any off, the door swings open away from the boards. It seems the boards never actually observed to obstruct the door in the first place. A stick and Problem Sleuth. Examine rooms. Chapter 4 of 22. Last time I remind you to save, you're on your own from here. You are now Pickle Inspector. Look around the room. You examine your surroundings. Your door is blocked by something. Judging from the marks on the door, it looks like you attempted to open it with some sort of weapon. There is a hairpin on the floor. Pick up hairpin. You equip the hairpin. Okay, sweet. Armed with the machine gun, You are an unstoppable murdering machine! The heavy weapon is perfect for sating that burning desire to fill something with hot lead. Next, you drop the machine gun. Your Vim characteristic is way too low to carry around such a heavy object. Pickle Inspector, take a look out hole indoor. Oh no! Oh god. A trombone is wedged between the door and the wall. The horn is really rusty. It could use some serious polishing. Pickle Inspector, replace the cover on the elf picture. It bothers you. You try to push the safe closed, but it is too heavy. Your Vim is not nearly high enough. You're not sure where the elf painting cover went. Perhaps an elf took it. Elves may or may not be real. Pickle Inspector, eat Smarties to boost Vim. They are not Smarties, they're Tootsie Rolls. Pickle Inspector, become homoerotically interested in your fan. You attempt to woo your fan by turning it on. However, there's no electricity in your office presently. There's a card taped to the fan. Pickle Inspector, look at card. Glass Blower's Ink, offering glass creations with no erotic connotations whatsoever since 1905. Seriously, we just make things out of glass. 1-800-BLOW-HARD. You place the Glass Blower's Ink card in your inventory. Andrew Hussey become homoerotically interested in your fan. Andrew Hussey becomes aroused by fans of MS Paint adventures. Way to break the fourth wall, numbskull! Problem Sleuth, A-Stick, and Pickle Inspector, dance! Yeah! Oh gee. Next. A-Stick enters the back room. There are a couple of stills. One is for making illicit liquor during the prohibition era. Another is for making another sort of substance, possibly also illicit. All of the liquor appears to have been stolen. There are some handgun bullets on the floor. There's also a target painted on the ceiling for some reason. Loud swing music and lively footsteps are heard from the room above. Next. Problem Sleuth enters the back room. It appears to be a storage room for various instruments. Mysteriously, most of the instruments have been plundered from the room. Hung on the wall are portraits of some legendary jazz musicians. You regard them with awe. Loud swing music and lively footsteps are heard from the room above. Pickle Inspector, take a hearty swig from mysterious bottles. The first bottle contains illicit moonshine. The second bottle contains hot sauce. The third bottle contains your own excrement saved up from the prolonged office entrapments. You would take a swig from one, but you seem to have misplaced your handy drinking implement. A stick, load keyed and used on target on ceiling. Ah, gee. You pick up the handgun bullets. They are not compatible with your Tommy gun. You will have to use the remainder of his ammo if you wish to fire it. Okay, fire Tommy gun at target. You point the ring of keys target word. Cutscene. The room above is a busy speakeasy. The clients boisterously enjoy illicit libations. There is a bust of the speakeasy's owner, the mobster Kingpin. He is obviously the scourge of the pseudo-prohibition era universe. Nobody fucks with him. Next. Bullets pierce the floor in a semicircular pattern around the bust. The patrons flee in fright out the exit. The exit is now barred through some automated security mechanism, probably to prevent meddlesome coppers from barging in. Next. The gunfire ignited the potent fumes from the stills. The room is on fire. The ring of keys is out of ammunition. Problem Sleuth. Pickle Inspector. Break the glass in the door, dislodging the trombone. You take a limp-wristed swing at the glass, but it seems there is no glass in the door frame. You tumble through the opening. Next, you are in a small room with an elf. The elf possibly guards secrets, and a switch behind him. Pickle Inspector asks the elf for wishes. Your pulchritude is too high. It's too low to command the loyalty of elves. Pickle Inspector, leave. You enter the small room through the door. Pickle Inspector, search room for drinking implement. You find the rubber tube under your hat. Oh, gee. Pickle Inspector, look for a container to siphon the liquid into. You retrieve your tea set from your fort. You had been keeping it in there to supplement your imaginative games of make-believe. Pickle Inspector, siphon liquid. You siphon some of the hot sauce into the teapot. You siphon some of the illicit liquor into a teacup. You decide to leave the shit where it is. Pickle Inspector, take sip of hot sauce. You take a small sip from the teapot. Your vim is boosted. You begin to sweat profusely. Oh God. Pickle Inspector, add hairpin to inventory. You equip the hairpin. Next, the machine gun suddenly goes off. The lousy thing has a hairpin trigger. The bottles are shattered, leaving an unpleasant slurry all over the floor. Next, you drop the machine gun. You're still too weak to wield it. It goes off again and the volatile concoction catches fire. Your office is on fire. Next, the skylight above jostles. It pops out of place to reveal a sprinkler, which has been activated by the smoke. Next, the sprinkler douses the flames. The skylight dangles from its power cord, which is plugged into an outlet on the ceiling. The water cools you off. Your vim returns to normal. Problem Sleuth, examine plaques beneath pictures. Number 1, Blind Willie Buttermilk Stubbs. Number 2, Father Blind Pappy Ramblin' Jackson. Number 3, Earl Stokes can't see a damn molasses fats. Such extraordinary jazz legends. They bring a tear to your eye. It seems they are without their instruments, though. Problem Sleuth, play Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata on the piano. Can't remember the notes to that song. Instead, you play an improvised rendition of a classic Buttermilk Stubbs composition. Things are really starting to cook. Next, some icons beneath the plaques are revealed. Problem Sleuth, go down the stairs, attempt to open door. Oh. A stick, go up the stairs, attempt to open door. Oh! Forgot about that. Heck. Both of the doors are blocked from the other side. It appears someone has wedged an elbow between the doors. A stick, drink brandy and forget you are on fire. You imbibe heavily to drown your conflagrative sorrows. A stick, MC Hammer slide out of the room. Oh wait, this... Oh heck. Okay, over. Let's just... Lalondw OST. Wow, that's pretty short. Next, you enter your fort to escape the shrieking nightmare that swallowed your life whole. Oh, gee. Pickle Inspector. Add skylight to inventory. You take the skylight. Pickle Inspector, drink some illicit moonshine and rush to your fort. Take a sip. It only marginally boosts your already naturally high imagination stats. You will need to consume a much more powerful form of liquor if you wish to boost it much further. You duck into the fort to escape the freezing downpour. You hear your phone ringing from the other room. Problem Sleuth, retrieve clarinet, trumpet, and tuba from secret room. You gather up the horns. Beneath the tuba is a cartridge of Tommy gun munitions. Problem Sleuth, use instruments on respective jazz legends. You supply the musicians with their horns. Oh god, what? A switch appears on the wall. What the fuck is happening here? Problem Sleuth, throw the switch. The power is activated in Pickle Inspector's office. The fan turns on. The wind from the fan blows the safe shut. Next, the power in Problem Sleuth's office shuts off. The phone is still ringing. Problem Sleuth, tell Dame on phone to call back. Take slug of whiskey. You answer the phone in a hard-boiled manner. You explain to the woman gruffly that you'd love to help her out, sweetheart, but you're up to your neck in all this weird puzzle shit. You hang up. Problem Sleuth, enter fort. Whoosh. The dame explains into the dead receiver, please don't go, she's been trapped in her apartment for hours and needs help. Next, you enter your imaginary office, now with only 2 imaginary lives to spare. Try to be a little more careful this time. Oh, gee. Maybe I do remember this better than I thought I did. Heck. Problem Sleuth, exit office. Ace, Dick, and Pickle Inspector are having a chat. You wonder if they are talking about you. Ace, Dick, whisper to Pickle Inspector to rouse Problem Sleuth's curious suspicion. Ace Dick is whispering something to the lanky fellow. You smell a plot. Your mind furiously sets to work on a way to disrupt their connivings. Problem Sleuth charged down hall shouting profanities and being silly. This is the best plan you come up with. Gee. Next. The other 2, inspired by your magnificent pulchritude, rally around you as a leader and follow you towards the exit. You stop them, reminding that there is a monster on the street, and they are terribly ill-equipped for the battle. You will all need better armaments. P.S. Problem Sleuth asks Pickle Inspector to conjure more powerful guns. Pickle Inspector nods sagely. He'll see what he can do. Next. Problem Sleuth is armed with a candy corn handgun. Ace Dick is armed with a Tootsie Roll shotgun. Pickle Inspector is armed with a Pez Uzi. Pose as a team because shit just got real. You copy and paste your previous poses into a new file and animate the background rapidly. Pickle Inspector, shoot Ace Dick in the face. Oh boy. All exit and begin candy-oriented assault. Boss battle! The great beast is ready for battle with a replenished health bar. Fast-paced organ music and a haunting vocal chorus accompanies your epic struggle. Ha ha ha! No it doesn't. Auto parry. The beast makes a preemptive assault on your party's leader. Your auto parry kicks in. You avoid the savage lunge with your sleuth roll. Problem Sleuth, battle menu. Aggress, battle technique. Combat operandi. Persuade. Mollify. Abscond. Insulin level. Pretty shit. Animal communion. Pretty opposite of shit. Elf tears. You have none. You open your battle menu and select Aggress. You fire a candy corn handgun at the monster. It takes heavy damage from the projectile it treats. Pickle Inspector. Battle menu. Aggress. Bleh. The battle technique. Combat operandi. Perplex. Confound. Abscond. Wowee! You follow Problem Sleuth's lead and riddle the beast with high-powered rounds of Pez. A stick battle menu. Aggress battle technique. Combat operandi. Perturb. Exacerbate. Abscond. He can only carry one elf tier. Oh my god. Brutal affront. A-stick cocks the 2-0 shotgun and strikes a brutal affront for massive damage. The beast is slain, and so am I, heck. Wowie zowie, I wish I didn't keep getting freaking interrupted. A-stick cocks the... Oh yeah. Reap spoils a battle. Victorious moments. Problem Sleuth gained a level. Imagination +1. Pulchritude +5. Them +1. Problem Sleuth a crude battle technique. Sleuth diplomacy. Problem Sleuth can commune with the following animals. Weasels. A-stick gained a level. Imagination +0. Pulchritude +6. A-stick increased summon capacity by 0.4 liters. Liters. A-stick increased summon capacity by 0.5 liters. A-stick increased summon capacity by 0.75 liters. A-stick achieves level 1. A-stick achieves level 18. Stomach prowess. A-stick accrued combat operandi. Belly of the whale. Pickle Inspector gained that level. Imagination +10. Pulchritude +2. Them +0. Pickle Inspector learned how to imagine the following items. Jawbreaker Cannon. Gummy Bear IED. Peanut Brittle Dumbwaiter. A-stick gained a level. Imagination +0. Pulchritude -3. Them +8. A-stick accrued battle technique. Level 2 Truffle Shuffle. The beast dropped artifact. Polished horn. Problem Sleuth. Jump onto monster's legs. This works. Let that sink in. The torso cavity is mushy and warm. It makes for a comfortable bucket seat. Problem Sleuth. Use legs like power armor and stroll around city. Into the stars to buy candy bars. End my suffering. Problem Sleuth goes for a stroll. Pickle Inspector examine polished horn. Its lustre is arresting. Its mysteries unfathomable. You place the polished horn in your inventory. Pickle Inspector, get imaginary candy corn. You pick up the bag of candy corn. Pickle Inspector, conjure a peanut brittle dumbwaiter. Oh. Oh, okay. A-stick, take dog from man. You take the ugly dog. Oh my god, they actually take it? I don't remember that? Oh my god. Beautiful. Problem Sleuth, summon Weasel King. You do not have enough elf tiers to summon the Weasel King. Pickle Inspector, A-stick, go of Dumbwaiter into A-stick's window. Boss battle. You cannot go up the stairs to Ace's office. The path is blocked by a frightening beast. Problem Sleuth, use monster legs to jump up to compatriots. Since your compatriots are in trouble, you decide to use your powerful legs to leap into battle, but something distracts you. A light coming from that storefront and music. Come on. Music. It is a dancer spinning to the tune of a music box. An unfamiliar face looms large behind it. A stick. One word. Belly of the whale. You would use combat operandi, belly of the whale, with gusto. However, your cachet of elf tears is dry as a bone. Next. Auto parry. The beast makes an unexpected pounce. Pickle Inspector employs a successful auto parry with the technique Pickle Distraction. Oh my. A stick, truffle, shuffle, level 2! Oh no. You show the beast what you and fat kids everywhere are made of. Next. Oh my. Next. The beast suffers minimal damage. A stick is slain. Problem Sleuth. Investigate the window. The dancer in the window stops spinning. The window goes dark. Next. Oh my. Pickle Inspector. Imagine Jawbreaker Cannon. Pickle Inspector. Fire! The Jawbreaker Cannon inflicts a savage upgrade for 100 times damage. The beast is defeated. Pickle Inspector gained a level. Imagination plus 12. Pulchritude plus 1. Vim minus 4. Pickle Inspector accrued battle technique. Level 5 disconcerting ogre. The beast dropped artifact burnished horn. Problem Sleuth. Use legs to imitate creatures' mating dance. You strut yourself with some fancy footwork. Next. Problem Sleuth is slain. Beast put on hats. Pickle Inspector. Take horn. You acquire the burnished horn. Heck. Pickle Inspector. Hurry upstairs. You speed towards Ace's office to make sure he's alright. Your imaginary body cannot be sustained on the material plane. Pickle Inspector lives in an imaginary life. A stick is nowhere to be found. Next. A stick suffers the unpleasant aftermath of his imagination binge. The flames in the still room are doused by a large volume of vomit. Clever. Disgusting, but clever. Problem Sleuth quenches his hangover with the remainder of the coffee. Next. Chapter 5 of 22. Wow, I wonder! What's the point to saving? There's nothing telling me any point to... Oh yeah, so he's gonna frickin' drown. Pickle Inspector, return to the material plane. The office is flooded. The outlet's electricity is shorted out. I guess I'll stop after this is over. Next. Water spills into the elf chamber. Oh god. Oh no. Next. One of the elves playing poker waves to you. He seems to beckon for you to join him. Pickle Inspector, forget the degenerate gamblers and save the drowning elf. It is too late for him. There is nothing you can do. I like the elves. Out of all of the frickin' races in any of these, not counting Homestuck, the frickin' elves are the best. Pickle Inspector, stick hairpin in outlet. This would be a horrible idea even under the best of circumstances. You pick up the hairpin anyway. Problem Sleuth, go retrieve unpleasant note from dumbwaiter room. It looks like an apology note from a stick or something approximating an apology. Maybe he wants to bury the hatchet after all these years. The mollification is likely on account of your high pulchritude stats. That reminds you, now that Pickle Inspector's safe is closed, you can go read that note again. Pickle Inspector, go look in through mural holes. Problem Sleuth is impolite, very rude. Sure enough, there is the note. You can now remember the sequence Star Heart Horseshoe. You hear the safe opening from the other side. Tootsie Roll. Oh. You topple backwards and crush your boards. Pickle Inspector, damn it, this is no time for shenanigans. Stop the water. There is no way to turn it off. You will suffer the same fate as that poor elf if you stay much longer. Pickle Inspector, join the elves. This music is suddenly a lot more fitting. You duck into the elves' lair for sanctuary. They activate the emergency shutter to seal off the room. The elves introduce themselves. Robo, Zobo, Floco, and Blood all sit around the table playing cards, while strategizing against a common enemy. You are a little nervous. You dip your head politely to your new hosts. Pickle Inspector, look at... Oh, the enemy is Weasel. You are that. Pickle Inspector, look underneath the table. You spy a small hatch on the floor. Ropo must insist you cease your snooping. Maybe someone with more pulchritude could persuade him to see reason. Pickle Inspector, threaten elves with hairpin to make them cry. Despite your most aggressive showing, the elves remain unmoved. They are obviously emotionally stalwart creatures, totally implacable. Next. Blood notices a pornographic playing card and has slipped into the deck. He begins to cry. P.I. collect elf tears. You harvest the elf tears in your teacup. Pickle Inspector, plug skylight into power outlets. The small portal lights up. Next. Fun. You accidentally drop the hairpin through it. The heavy object shatters the glass. Problem Sleuth, dial Star Heart Horseshoe on the phone. The face of the phone opens, revealing a hidden chamber. There is a piece of paper inside. Problem Sleuth, take paper. I said take it. It is sheet music for the song Moonlight Sonata. You place the sheet music in your pocket. Pickle Inspector, go up chimney. You enter the speakeasy. You made it. I mean, there were lots of people here before, not just you. Got it all to yourself. Oh god, more weasel. You face north. There's another stunning mural on the wall, as well as a mysterious poster behind the bus. Pickle Inspector, ride bus like a mechanical bull. Wow, what a fucking waste of time. Pickle Inspector, remove oboe, blocking doors at bottom of stairs. Your rim is simply not high enough to dislodge your instrument. It's really stuck. Pickle Inspector, move the bust onto the X. You've got to be kidding. Pickle Inspector, go through double doors. The doors are barred from the inside. It sounds like there's someone on the other side who will not let you in. You will either need a very high vim ring to knock down the doors, or a high poacher dude spraying the sweet talk your way in. Your way in. You sure are proving useless in this room. A stick. Collect the seized pickle inspector's items. You are a little disgusted to find a skeleton in your office. You nevertheless rifle through its belongings. You take the bag of candy corn. The horns are unsettling to you for some reason, so you leave them there. Same with the Pazuzu, which suddenly seems just plain silly. A stick. Go out window onto roof. Pick up hairpin. First, you wheel the drawbreaker cannon off to the side. You pick up the machine gun. A brute like you is easily able to wield this heavy weapon. A stick. Pass rope through skylight. He just tosses the entire thing through. Problem Sleuth. Go to the piano. Play Moonlight Sonata. The melody is haunting. No wonder you locked away this music. It is a treasure to the ears. A compartment is revealed, exposing a powerful industrial fan. The fan blows the bust across the room onto the other ends. A stick and Problem Sleuth swap handgun and Tommy gun through slots. G. Problem Sleuth passes the key through the dumbwaiter slot. A stick passes the ring of keys through his slot too. Next. A stick picks up the handgun. Picks up and loads the handgun with handgun bullets. Problem Sleuth picks up and loads the Tommy gun with Tommy gun munitions. Pickle Inspector, tie rope around bust and elbows, strung through pulleys. You go back down the chimney and get the rope. Using your unusually high height characteristic, you rig it up to the ceiling pulleys with the other end tied to the stubborn elbow. A stick, make candy corn liquor. Probably mispronounced that. Oh heck, I'm almost out of stuff to drink. Well, I am out of freaking drink. Don't have any freaking water left. Heck. Well, I guess I'll stop at the end of this chapter then. A stick, make candy corn liquor. You feed the candy corn into the still. This should brew something with a real kick to it. It will take a moment. P.S. Fire Tommy gun at target above piano. You riddle the ceiling with bullets in a circular pattern. Next. But nothing seems to happen. A stick, check progress of candy corn fermentation. Things are really percolating in there. You better head for cover fast. You won't want to be anywhere near that thing when it's done. A stick, go out window and duck for cover. You shut the safe first, sealing it off tight. And the elf pokes his head out the window. You wave, urging him to get his head down. A stick, ride still like a mechanical bull. This action unsurprisingly results in your death. Go back. Is he really dead, though? No, just stay put and see what happens. Oh! The front wall has been obliterated. Your office is now an inferno, but you are free to leave it. Next. The sprinkler system goes on. Next. You feel the whole building shake. Was that an explosion? You hear a cracking noise from above. Crack! The bust falls on the piano. Next. The oboe is dislodged. A stick, drop handgun through skylight. A stick, drop your own skull through skylight. A stick, check on the candy corn liqueur. Oh. Oh my. Parts of the wall and ceiling have collapsed. The path is blocked. Problem Sleuth, see if your office is okay after explosion. Looks like the path here is blocked too. Yeah, I really need to freaking stop soon. I'll just leave that there. Pet pet. Problem Sleuth, go upstairs. Allies are united for the first time on the material plane. No, okay, I'll just... You eye each other with suspicion. Pickle Inspector, go down chimney again. Get more tears and handgun. You dump out the liquor out of your teapot and fill it with elf tears. You equip the handgun, a weapon more suited to your physical strength. Pickle Inspector, give some tears and P.S. You fill Problem Sleuth's flask with elf tears. Pickle Inspector, go get candy corn liquor. You collect some of the potent candy corn liquor in your teapot. A stick, step outside office. Oh, gee. You wonder what the fuck happened out here. It's a goddamn mess. A stick, leave the building. The exit is locked. You will need the fabled Megadon key to open this door. Legend has it that only the strongest man on Earth may lift this key. A stick, displaced from bone. Water from the flooded room spills into the hall, dousing the flames. Oh god, the elf is dead. Problem Sleuth, sweet talk your way in through doors. Using your advanced political acumen, you persuade the party on the other side of the door to let you in. The door unlocks. And that would be the frickin' perfect time to stop. Right? Thank you for providing actually... Wait. It's like slowly... Oh gee, it's like... slowly zooming in and out. Weird. Where's the comments on this? Oh. Okay, that's pretty freaking dark. Okay, that is not a good point to stop the video, but, I will anyway. Kill me. But, yeah. Honestly, I am freaking tired. I don't want to keep reading this right now, but it is fun. Whoa, we did freaking almost 400 pages. So, Homestuck is longer than it seems, while Problem Sleuth is shorter than it seems. Also, there's a science fact, and there's some bonus pages too. We'll get into those bonus pages later. Very later. Okay, but thanks for watching and putting up with my dumb voice and mistakes for this long. Okay, bye.